Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Katie and today we're going to be doing another 5 books in 5 minutes. And this time we're going to be talking about cozy fantasy recommendations because it's like my favourite genre ever. So the first book we're going to talk about is up here. I'll find it. So that's Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldy. So in this one we're following Vic, who is an orc, but she has decided to like retire from her life of like being in armies and being like a mercenary and a killer and stuff. And she just wants to settle down and like start up her own coffee shop. So she travels to the city where she buys this like property to try and make a coffee shop. And it's basically just following her journey of like trying to make this coffee shop. And the kind of friends she makes along the way. Has some challenges to face because like no one in this city has ever heard of coffee before, so she's like trying to get enough customers to like run a business. And then there's also these like people like criminal elements of the city on the prowl for like mischief and like some parts of her past coming back to haunt her. But it's just really great. It's really cute, really cozy. It feels like a cup of tea in book form or a cup of coffee, and it will make you crave a cinnamon roll like nothing else. Also there's this character called Thimble who's like the baker in the cafe, who is the cutest bean ever. Oh, honestly, so cute. So this is a really great book. I would highly recommend. And then after that we have Miss Piercy's Guide to the Feeding and Care of British Dragons. That title's enough to run the 5 minutes. And this one is another just really great, cozy, it's kind of, I would say, historical fantasy. So we're following Mildred Piercy, who's this like spinster, and she lives with her sister, and she has been looking after her sister's children like her whole life, and has never really done anything for herself. But when a great uncle dies and leaves Mildred with like this strange inheritance, she gets this like egg type thing that they don't realise it's an egg at first, but she like takes it to her friend the vicar, and together her and the vicar like watch this egg hatch, and then they have this little dragon to look after, and it's so cute. The dragon is adorable, and seeing them like trying to work out how to look after this dragon, and also Mildred realising that she can take things for herself and like she has to go after what she wants and not just live for other people. It's really great. And also there's this other character who's come into town who's like wants the dragon egg for himself, and he's willing to go to like lengths to get it, and it's just a great entertaining story. The writing as well is very like dry and witty, so yeah, really good, really entertaining. And then the next book, what would this video be without the Queen Becky Chambers? I have Song for the Wild Bill, which is a great story. So following Dex, who's this monk. At the start of the book he's like this garden monk, but he decides he wants to change, so it becomes a tea monk. And they tea monks are basically people who like travel around villages making people special cups of tea, and they can like have a talk, have a chill out. It's just a really, I wish we had tea monks in real life. But yeah, so Dex is just trying to find their path in life, and then eventually they sort of decide that they've had enough of being a tea monk, so they want to venture off into the wilds to try and go on this like what's it called, quest, not a quest, like the pilgrimage to this like monastery. I don't think it's a monastery, ancient like crumbling ruins or something. And when he's in the wilds he encounters this robot called Moscap, and in the world like robots haven't been seen in ages, because a while ago when like technology had this uprising and realised they were intelligent, they decided, no, we're not going to take over the world, we're just going to take ourselves off peacefully. So like humans and robots have had no interaction for years. I'm nearly at 5 minutes. So then Dex and Moscap strike up this unlikely friendship, and it's just a great book. Becky Chambers' writing is stunning. This book again is just like a cup of tea in book form. It will just make you feel so relaxed. It's just like a breath of fresh air and a break from the world. Just cannot recommend it enough. Another one of my favourite series, so Library of the Unwritten by AJ Hackworth. So this one, following this library in hell called the Library of the Unwritten, where books which have never been written go to live, and basically the book characters can like come to life. And one of the book characters called Hero escapes one day, and so the librarian Claire and her assistant Brevity have to try and track Hero down. And there's various like shenanigans along the way. They're also being kind of hunted by this angel called Rami or Ramiel, And yeah, there's just a lot of fun. There's family vibes in this series are impeccable, and it's really like a book for like book lovers, and just the kind of, I feel like there's a lot which happens but it just maintains this like cozy vibe, and while you're reading it you just like feel so comforted and like I don't know, just you feel so at peace. I felt like when I was reading, even though there's like a lot of fun action and things, it's just very kind of calming, and like you just feel like you're surrounded by books, and just, yeah, I don't know, it's just really great. Yeah. And there's polyamory, always a selling point. Eva Evergreen and Semi-Magical Witch. So this one is major like Studio Ghibli / Kiki's Delivery Service vibes. And we're following Eva, who's this young witch, but she doesn't have a lot of magic, and she has to go on her like witch's novice quest, but obviously she's going to struggle because she doesn't have as much magic as she should or she wants to. So she travels to the city, and there she sort of embarks on trying to help the people in this city, and using both her magic and her kind of ingenuity, because she has always had to try and like compensate for her lack of magic with her like genius. So yeah, it's just really great. It's just so wholesome, so like comforting, so like you're so proud of Eva and like the challenges she overcomes and like her friendships that she makes. It's just all so like heartwarming. You just have a grin on your face while reading, and just honestly so cozy, so cute. So yeah, so that is the video. We're at 7 minutes, but oh well. We can't always be perfect. And I don't think I could physically talk fast enough to fit everything in 5 minutes. But the aim of these videos is just to kind of provide quick recommendations without a load of waffling. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know in the comments any kind of cozy fantasy books you love. I have some other videos where I talk a bit more about some other books as well, if you want a few more recommendations, because it's a favourite genre of mine. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope everyone is having a really great day, and I will see you next time.